All right, I am looking at another puzzle today, and this is not Wordle. Definitely not Wordle. Nothing like Wordle, except we're guessing 5-letter words, and it's giving us clues, but definitely not Wordle. Not Wordle at all. So if you're unfamiliar with this, I'll leave a link down below, up above, to my previous Not Wordle video, where I went through all of the clues in a little more detail. Otherwise, you can check out the website, which link in the description for that as well, or just follow along and you'll figure it out. I'll explain as we go along. So, let's see. What should we start with this time? We did nasty last time. Hey Judah, what word should I start with? Alien. Judah says start with I should have just, I don't know why I asked, because of course he's gonna say alien, but that's all right, we'll start with alien. Okay, so, now the downside to this one is it has a very low Scrabble score, only 5, but that's okay. So score too low, not surprising, right? We need to go towards Z, again, not surprising. We started with a word that, actually alien's probably a terrible starting word for this game, but that's okay. It's too common, okay, alien's pretty common. Ooh, interesting, so we got the dash here. Now I've heard this is a thing that can happen, but I haven't actually seen it before, because this is only the second time I've done Not Wordle. So this is the word ladder thing, and apparently, I'm not sure what the threshold is here, because I feel like there's probably some way to get there eventually, but essentially it's saying you can't do a word ladder from alien to the answer. So now we do get 3 yellows, which again, we've got all those vowels in there, that's not too surprising. So no greens though. What would be good? I'm thinking about just doing something completely different. And maybe using, you know, we could do nasty actually. Because we do reuse a couple of letters, which is okay, but it's more middle of the alphabet. It would be nice to do something a little higher with a Scrabble score. I like the middle alphabet plan though. We could do hasty. H is a higher score than N. That puts up to 11. I like that a little bit better, and it's still kind of middle. It's not quite as close to the middle, but that's not too bad. Could do hasty. Now, see, the good thing about repeating a couple of letters is if we get any greens, so right now if we get a green, we won't know, you know, there's 4 possible greens here. Actually, all of them could be green because of the A. Yeah, okay, well, never mind, that doesn't help anyways. Unless you're repeating a couple of them in the same places, then it would help. Let's just go with hasty, that's fine. We'll see what happens. Okay, score too high. Oh, interesting. So maybe we should have done nasty, but of course if we get score too low with nasty, then it would have had a bigger range. Now we know it's between 5 and 11. So we can't use any big letters, so we can't use a Q. In fact, the biggest letter we could use would be a 7 if the other 4 were 1s. So we can't use a J, we can't use an X, we can't use a Z, we can't use a Q. I mean, those aren't great letters anyways, but score too high. Go towards Z. Okay, we need to keep going towards Z. It's too common. And we do have a green, okay. And the green could be any of it. It could even be the A because we moved the position there. Okay, so let's try. So it's gotta be less than 11. You know, nasty was 8. I don't know that I want to repeat that many letters, but it's gonna help us with the go towards Z and the score here. And I guess if the green was the H, then we won't get a green this time. But I mean, the odds are one of the other ones was I mean, with 5 letters, the odds are one of the other 4 is the green anyways. We could do nutty. That still lets us check for 8, and the N is the starting letter, and is a little less, you know, if we get the 1 green again, then it's probably the T or the Y. I don't know, let's just go with that. Why not? I'm still figuring out the best strategy on this game. Score too high. Okay, so it's between 6 and 7, so it's definitely, so that's interesting, because 7, you know, pick any one letter. There's 4 other letters that have to be at least 4 for a Scrabble score, so none of the letters can be above 3 now. So we can't use H, we can't use K, V, F, Y, W. There's a lot of letters we can't use now. We need to go towards A. Okay, so we're somewhere between hasty and nutty. Now, it could still be an N with like an A. It could be an H with a, you know, a U or an O or something. Although it can't be N. Oh, we have 5 grays. Look at that, 5 grays. So there's no yellow or green. So this is good because that means that the green in the second word had to be the H, the A, or the S. And there's no N, so this N up here is gray, which means 3 of A-L-I-E are in the word. So there's a good chance the A is in the word. Now we still don't know which H, A, or S was the green. It's possible it starts with H. We could have, no, we can't use an H. We can't use an H, right. Because that's too big of a score. If you have an H, that's 4. Plus, even if the other 4 are all 1s, you're gonna have 8 already, and we need to be less than 8. So, can't be H. So the A or the S has to be the green. So I'm gonna go with the A being the green. We could do NA. What could that be besides nasty? It's gotta be 1s and 2s. Can we do, yeah, we can do a 3. We could do 1 3-point letter. Otherwise, it all has to be 1s and 2s. So that limits it quite a bit. I don't know, with NA, I'm not coming up with much. We could do... So I was kind of thinking if the A was the green. No, it can't be an N, right? We can't have an N. Those are gray. There's no N. So it has to be after H. Can't do J or K. We could do L. LA would work. LA what? We can't do laugh because you can't use an H. Oh, and we need to have 3 from A, L, I, and E. Right, so the L and the A, there we go. Okay, L-A. Then we need an I or an E. Somewhere, we could do an E at the end, maybe? Something like lapse would work. Lapse would work. I like that. Let's go with lapse. Oh, that was it, yeah! Hey, there we go, all right, cool. Very nice. Okay, so it's kind of funny when it first gives it looks like, oh, it's coloring things. Oh, we must not have got it, but it is because it's saying equal, equal, equal. All right, so there you go. Got it in 4. I feel like we went from not having any idea what it was to getting the answer in just 1 guess, but that's kind of the way this one goes, I think, because it's kind of, you're not really sure what's going on, and then it's sort of, the clues all fit together. Interesting that none of these have a word ladder connection to lapse. There's got, especially hasty, you'd think there'd be a way to do it, because look, we can do haste, and you've got the A, S, and E, and yeah, but there's gotta be a way to do it. I don't know. Anyways, if you can figure out a way to do a word ladder, let me know, I'd be curious. But otherwise, there you go. Let me know how you do with today's NotWordle, which is definitely not Wordle at all, nothing like Wordle. And be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles. And Turl? Oh, look at that. I don't know what Turl is, but it worked. Okay, that was optimal. So we got the S. So this is not W, so it has to be an S or a T, and it's not going to be
often
SS.
Sound ridiculous, like ladies and dignitaries wearing aluminum jewelry to events instead of gold, and Napoleon would wow visiting leaders by showing off his lavish aluminum plates and dinnerware.